Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to the continuation of Howlaxe. Howlaxe? Howling Axe? Which one was it? Howlaxe, Idorlibash. We are back, continuing from our last live stream episode. Let's make sure the chat's looking okay. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Once we start playing, there should be some sound effects, courtesy of SoundSense, once we unpause that. But before we do, I want to make sure to acknowledge and acknowledge subscribers and name some dwarves after that. So, because we got our last migration wave at the end of the last episodes, we didn't get around to doing that. So we've got Westo, we've got Infinitag, we've got No Light, No Sound, we've got Hunter896. It's possible because of the way that the random number generation thing is kind of going, we might end up with some duplicates. Although I think I saved some of the key stuff from last time. We actually might be okay. Tim Smith 8, Hopeless Gaming. Someone just subscribed. That damn nice lander. That damn Icelander. That damn Icelander. Thank you very much for subscribing. Took me a while to parse your name. We got not true. That's supposed to grab true. There you go. We got the Damned. We got Corsair. I know it's not a very exciting start to an episode. Son of Stig. Some people say, hey, Jezruk is currently in the chat. I remember seeing that name earlier. Terminal case. Teg again. Teg seems to make it into like every dwarf fortress there is. Dam username. We're getting a lot of dams. Hey, it's Color Slide. Craig from Scotland. I think that's right. Joke. Darth Gnome is almost an excellent and perfect name for a dwarf. It's very close. Got Picky, M. Grayan, Bamsabus, and another subscription. Doop. From Conwias. Thank you for subscribing. Dr. Dread. Hang on, let me apply these. Out of the ones with no nickname, no, none of them have any doctor skills. Oh, that would have been so sweet. Dr. Dread, Ignatz Kolich, Johnny Bravo, Lazurs, and last but certainly not least, the Jordan Zero. Boom. All right, so now we've got that going on. Let's bring the chat back up. And unpause and see what chaos will befall us. So we've had a few things happen at the start. For example, we did have a small issue where we had there was a were lizard that showed up at some point, if I recall correctly. And ooh, an ambush. What kind of ambush is this? Oh, kobolds. And they infected one of our dwarves with lycanthropy. So we have a bridge. And is the bridge closed? No, it is. We're sealed in. All right. Well, that's probably okay. What is this? We have a random bridge designated over here. I don't know why we have that. But yeah, we're currently sealed in. I think the ambush actually spawned at the end of the last episode, the last thing. I'm confused. Is SoundSense not playing? You don't need an update. You're there. Sure, they'll start playing music at some point. Oh! I had my sound muted. All right. Awesome. Fantastic. Super good at this game. Do. So yeah, so I think we're okay. We've got some farming inside. We've got more pop-ups. Panda Papa, thank you for subscribing. We have no meat, fish, or plant. We have lots of seed. So we might start starving to death.
I can't do it.
Yeah. I really don't want to go out there. We don't really have a military. Well, I say that. Let's take a look. We have the angelic mechanisms. If we check their equipment, oops. These guys have all fully decked out on ranged weapons, not to mention basically fully decked out in armor. I haven't constructed any shields yet. I should really do that. And then the pages of memory is actually missing a couple of people. So let's go and let's go and get those set up. Jacques and Ignat Klush, whatever your name was, we're going to add you in there. In terms of equipment, the pages of memory have a little bit of metal armor, but not really much, and actually they don't really have melee weapons equipped either. Although it could be that I just haven't activated them, so they may have never gotten their equipment. I'm going to go ahead and activate both groups and see what they say, what they do. See if they equip themselves, which would be very nice. But yeah, there's like a distinct lack of farming happening. I think a lot of it has to do with the distance to these farms. It takes so much walking to get there. I could actually put in a shortcut. And I probably should have done this some time ago. If I go and actually dig out a staircase. Wow, that is almost hitting the surface. Hold on, cancel that. Dig out a staircase, say here. And drop it down to there. And then do a dig. We have a lot of smoothing jobs set up, but I think we've got it limited to just one person to do the smoothing. Auto labor list. I think only one person is doing detail work.
Stupid dwarves left their chest unlocked.
No, we have a lot of people can do it. And I'm hoping that detailing is different than engraving. Yeah, and it is. Auto labor detail 1, 2. There we go. Make sure there's not too many. We have a bit of a crafting industry, or clothing industry, but not much of one going on. See ya, Noctilux. If you don't, it's a shame that you don't know what Dwarf Fortress is. It is probably one of the greatest games ever made, but I understand it's a little bit hard to read. I don't mind. Not everyone likes the same things. Yeah, no food, no drink. This is really how we left things off. Check the squads again. Equipment. Still not much in the way of weapons. Well, we're gonna have to make them inactive again. And I think we might have to open the doors, and we're actually gonna have to go plant picking. So we'll have to have someone pull the lever. An alpaca's been killed. Yeah, I think a lot of our animals out here got killed. We might have to do some emergency butchering. And actually, there's no, I think. I know we're going to have to do some emergency butchering. Not only that, we're going to have to tell people to come in here and pick some plants. Oh yeah, all the plants are over here. Gather a bunch of plants. And Squad A, we're going to move you out here. And see if the ambushers are still around. Our animals... We could probably, well, they make eggs, right? Still, in the interest of emergencies, we're going to have to go and slaughter some of our hens. And I think a couple of dogs as well. We just need some extra meat, like, right away. We can't have people starve to death. We're still going to have booze problems. We need a trade caravan, like, right now. Oh, people are starting to hunt vermin for food. Yeah, this is why we need to butcher things. We might end up butchering a lot of animals, actually. Yes, this is the fortress that we did the last time we streamed Dwarf Fortress. Was that last weekend or 2 weeks ago? I can't remember. I think it was last weekend, wasn't it? Whatever it was, this is the same fortress as then. Getting some camels. A move. We're gonna get the military to move over here. I think the ambushers have moved away. That's what it's feeling like. So I'm just gonna cancel their orders. We're probably all right. Hopefully we're okay. We're picking berries. We're just gonna have to hope that we end up with enough food. I don't know how many people might be fishing. A lot of people are drinking at the river. And it sucks. No one wants to drink water. God, could you imagine? We need to get some beer going again. Alright, we've got stuff planted, which is good. I don't think we had any, we didn't have any burrows going, did we? No. No, we had no active burrows. So no one's locked in. So they should start producing things again. People are horrified by something. Giant chinchillas or something, that's okay. We can deal with that. They're horrified by the fact they're having to drink water. God! Awful! Let's see, what are these fellows doing? Drinking. Drinking. Yeah. Drinking and starvation. We might just, like, hit a, like, wicked tantrum spiral here with people, like, dying from thirst or hunger. Got a bit of meat from the butchering. Not a whole hell of a lot, though. Yeah, people will drink water to survive, but it will make them horribly, horribly unhappy. Now, I think we've got our happiness scale down in the bottom right corner of the screen. And I think this is the happiness of dwarves. I think the 52, that's like 52 happy dwarves. Let me close that. And that. And bring up this. Yeah. People are generally still pretty happy. There's no one who's totally miserable yet, which is good. We've got a window there. A window where things will not be totally crap. I hope we don't have the kitchen cooking anything. We're rendering fat. Good. Okay, but we don't actually have any, like, meal production jobs. We are brewing booze using some of our few plants that we've got, but that's well worth it. I don't know what the other is. That might be fat stores and things like that, which would be okay. Hey, kittens! Listen, depending on how things go, we may end up eating them out of desperation. I mean, so far we're okay, but it could be a lot better. Yeah, people keep saying, like, the nest boxes don't have to be outside. They can be indoors. Could, well, they're all claimed. Say, if they weren't claimed, what I could do is move a few of these inside, but I'll leave them there for now since they're technically working. Why not? So people are asking, like, more questions about this game. This game is a, sort of just a wilderness survival type of game. You're not playing against another civilization necessarily, although there are other civilizations about. Including a cobalt civilization that's nearby, so they're probably going to try to siege us at some point. We just sort of play on this one area here. It's a multi-level map, so I can go up and down levels. Alright, so here's my workshop level, here's my stockpile of goods. If I keep going down, I'll get some bedrooms over here. Normal bedrooms for typical dwarves, fancy bedrooms for some of my fancier dwarves. A big dining hall in the middle over here. More bedrooms, for example. And then I'm digging down to find some other mines and resources and things like that. And the game gets progressively harder. It is a very difficult game to get started on. It's very complicated. More animals growing up. That's all fine. So this caravan, I'm pretty sure... Oh, it started raining. Assuming they actually brought some goods this time, because that was the problem. Last time, the Elven caravan didn't bring enough. So I was like, you know what? We're just going to do a token trade with them to bring up the goodwill. But I think we may just seize all their stuff. On the other hand, we probably have 1 trillion mugs that we can foist off on that. I have a big dwarven mug industry going on as my primary economy. We make mugs out of stone, and then we sell them to the people who come by and trade. We do have the Glorious Boot is our civilization who's nearby. So we've got that. We're going to go ahead and request that our broker go over there to do the trading. Our mayor, General Garand, has issued another mandate. I thought he did. Did I just get a message about that? Oh, and did a mandate. Oh, okay. Chazzy Burger, thanks for subscribing. Don't have enough leather to make more leather gloves. Well, let me tell you something, buddy. If we keep slaughtering animals, we're going to get plenty of goods to do that with. The other thing I need to check is, do we have everyone who needs to be grazing is grazing? Yes. If we do seize all the goods from the elves here, Okay, good. The broker's on his way. We may end up with a lot of animals as well. And that'd be quite nice. Broker's on his way. Is he there? Nope, he's having a drink. It was saying he was coming to trade, and then I guess he decided, hold on. I'm a dwarf. I need to drink first. Still a lot of people drinking by the river. This is far from ideal. Still low on food. Yeah, we're just going to steal all the stuff from the elves. Unless there's any way that we could just literally buy all their stuff, which is unlikely. I guess I should flag my finished goods bins to be carried out here, just in case I decide I want to trade. Oh, we slaughtered a turkey hen. Ideally, I wouldn't slaughter the birds too much, because I would prefer them to just lay eggs. But desperate times call for desperate measures. And roast turkey. So, no one's been too terribly hurt yet in this fortress. There's a few of them that have taken some amount of damage. There's people who are hungry and thirsty right now. Tired. And then, who we've got here? We've got someone who can't stand up, that's right, because they have a severed motor nerve in their foot. And then someone here can't grasp, I think because they've got a motor nerve and sensory nerve broken in their hand from previous combat. So we've got a couple of slightly impaired, slightly disabled dwarves. Not as bad as Miss Carsnell last time around, who in like 3 days into the game got both her arms ripped off by a giant badger and went on to survive for years. Ah, more parties. No. Okay, go trade at the broker. At the thing. You got the mission to do it. You're presumably on your way there. These brokers are always such a big pain in the ass. There we go. Alright, trade. We haven't brought anything over yet. Yeah, I'm willing to bet as soon as someone brings the trade goods here, we can easily trade all our mugs for all their stuff. It's not even a problem. Trading with elves feels really wrong, and I'm pissed they never show up with an actual caravan. Like, I want them to show up with a wagon. Is it because of the brook? No, because if I do this, they have the depot is wagon accessible, or it should be. Actually, I'm a little worried here. These tiles over here, is it possible that the depot is not actually wagon accessible? I suppose that's possible. I could build a new depot, say, over here. Out of granite, and then we'll dismantle the old one after these traders go away. That might have been a thing going on. Should be kind of annoying. Anywho. So we got our first bin. Where's our bin with all our mugs? I mean, we should have a bajillion mugs, because we should have a... oh, I forgot to update things. I've had a repeating job over here to build these mugs. Have I updated the dashboard? No. Yes. Sencha did. Lovely. Thank you. No, still waiting for the other bin. And if need be, we'll steal all their stuff. But I would like to bait them into something else. Elves never bring wagons, only mules and such? Is that true? I thought they did, but I might be wrong. I might be thinking of humans. Elves don't have caravans. Alright. No, we'll just cancel that other depot then. Then, in that case, we'll just take all their stuff. Mark everything, and we're just going to seize it. This is ours now. I hope you brought food, and you did. Peaches, apples, lovely. We can make some good booze out of that. I take your stuff. Boop. Take what you wish. I can't stop you. That's right. So, this is going to upset the Elven civilization and will encourage them to declare war on us. And that ensures that we have more fun. So we will do that. We have lots of plants now. Still no drink. But we can hopefully start making some of that. Wagons made of wood, so it's sensible they never bring any. No, elves do tons of stuff with wood. Presumably they pick up like branches that have fallen from the ground or something like that. They're more ethical works, they say. Man, the FPS has really dropped. I don't know why we're down to 30. DF 2014 still runs much, much, much more slow than DF 2012. It's kind of a bit of an issue. We don't even have that big of a fortress right now. I mean, we do have 100 dwarves, but the fact that things are slowing down is kind of annoying. I'm wondering when the Masterwork mod will be updated for the new region, or the new version. Honey badgers, giant hamsters. Yeah, we got a bunch of new critters.
Well, at least it's not an explosion of cats.
Got new babies. But yeah, we got a bunch of animals in cages and stuff. Many of which will be tame, so we can release them, pasture them, and or eat them. Whatever we want to do. Remember that Dwarf Fortress picture of the elves carrying a cage with an elephant in it on a mule? Yeah, that's the thing. They'll show up with all these animals in cages. I think that there's a camel in there. Oh, Yuzun just gave birth to a baby boy, who we'll have to name in a moment here. And read dwarves. Oh, there's actually 3 babies that have not been named yet. Hold on. Take care of that ASAPly. We're going to have King of the Weasels. Oh! Alright, you'll be called Weasel King instead, since it was too long. We have Mr. Actor, or Mractor. And then just another me. Oop. Our new babies. FPS still below 30. That's pretty bad. And a lot of people are going to say, like, how can the frame rate be so low in a game like this? Well, it's not graphically intensive, obviously, but it's the fact that there's, like, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of objects that are keep being tracked and checked and everything every frame. And that each dwarf has, like, hundreds of body parts, each one of which are, like, temperature sensitive and all kinds of different things like that. Here's something we can probably do is... It looks like there's probably some stuff we can claim that's just lying around from when the kobolds showed up or some of the hunting. So we'll do that. Most of our dwarves are going to be busy grabbing everything in the stockpile. And or doing combat drills, which are fine. If people want to do some combat drills, I'm not going to complain too much. Oh, yeah, the merchants have left. Empty-handed. That's life. The Laser King of Murdervania in chat says, Weasel King, heresy! Yeah, it's going to be the war of succession between the Laser King and the Weasel King. All the rock jobs are suspended. Craftsworth Workshop is still there. I don't know how many people are working it. And there's more here, too. We need many, 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 many mugs. More mugs. Right now, everyone's going to be super busy just doing the... just bringing everything. All the goods down. Oh, yeah, we've got our extra staircase here for the farming. Which will hopefully make life better. No, we have a reindeer bull. That probably is something that needs to be pastured. Actually, I should really do that now for all the new animals as well. Filter for grazing? No? Really? Oh, it just grew up. It's not a new one. Derp, derp. Okay. Someone should drop a chocolate orange kitten bomb and end the war between the Laser King and the Weasel King. People are talking about how many cats they own. Check your animal population. Now the animals, like, we don't have like an insane amount. It's all the one page. We have one page of animals and that's it. That is far from too many. It's just DF 2014 runs a lot slower. And that's because it does a lot more simulation of the world. It actually simulates the entire world in basically in real time while you're playing this game. And DF is still not really multi-threaded, which continues to be a bit of a problem. If I go and check my CPU performance, can I get it? What shows me? Yeah. That's right. So if I bring over my my CPU chart, there's nothing is being particularly stressed with all my cores, and the thing is that DF only runs on one core. It like maxes out that one core. It'll be running one core at 100% basically, except that it keeps hopping around, but it's just a single process. Slaughtered a kitten because I think we had too many kittens. That was just an automatic thing. One thing I could do is using DF hack. What is it? Is it clean? What's it? There's a tool I can use to clean the world. Oh, just clean. Okay. It's technically a cheat, in a sense, but it removes a lot of, like, garbage crap all over. Clean all, mud, snow, item, like, clean everything. Boop. So we removed a lot of contaminants from the world, and we may have gotten a few extra frame rates. It is raining, though, which is also going to slow things down, but that might speed things up a little bit. It means that your dwarves, like, don't have to worry about cleaning themselves, so that, you know, it's a slight cheat, but it hardly makes much of a difference. And it's just a one-time thing. It'll keep the number of contaminants down. The Masterwork mod in DF 2012, which does... DF 2012 by itself runs faster than DF 2014, because it's not simulating the world. But the Masterwork mod really made it go a lot faster, because part of the issue is if we've got something like leather, we check our stockpiles, right? And we find our... probably have leather, or even thread might be an example. Oh, we actually might not have much in the way of leather. I don't know. Anyway, but it'll be, you know, a piece of cow leather or a piece of dog leather. It's tracked individually like that. And the Masterwork mod just makes everything be just generic leather, for example. So there's fewer different item types to track and all that kind of nonsense. We've got some plants. We've got a little bit of drink. People are still mostly having to resort to water, but we're trying to brew some. Interrupted by giant Kia. That's not really a bad thing, though. Yeah, these big animals will scare people. It's child. Dwarven child is saying, "This is my fight too. I will take revenge." We've got a kid fighting. Oh, kid's actually fighting with the giant Kia. What the hell? Where is this? That's still happening? No, it stopped. The Dwarven kids are tough, man. Maybe there's a little something going on. Move our one of our armies over here. One of our military units. The one with all the ranged weapons. There might be stuff to shoot at. Oh, I probably can't see the Kia because it's a bird. It's like above. Oh! That's the thing I gotta do. Multi-level 0. That should speed things up. No? Yes? Not really much of a difference after all. No, that's too bad. The giant Kia snatches the dwarven child in the lower body, bruising the muscle, attacks the dwarven child. So there's a bird actively trying to attack a kid. Well, we've deployed our military. Hopefully they will respond. And actually, like, see that bird specifically. Why does it keep bringing... That's weird. I don't have a key stuck or anything like that. Yeah, S is supposed to bring up a squad. That was very strange. There we go. Mark's Dwarf is shooting the Kia with copper bolts. Okay, good. Military's getting involved. Hopefully no kids get snatched up by a freaking random bird. Bird is causing trouble. Activate the military. Yeah. Well, next thing we'll have to do is start attacking trees, because we know trees are evil and scary. What do you have in a cage over here? A giant hamster. And a turkey hen. So I think to get them out of these cages, we have to build a cage. We have to build the cage and then release them. So we'll do that and find the one specifically with the giant hamster, and then build another one here. Find the one specifically with the bush tit. Just another bird. Honey badger. I hope that's a tame honey badger. Doesn't say tame though, does it? And don't they normally say that? Let's build it and then see. Honey badgers are like brutal, man. We're all shooting at the birds. Okay. Now we gotta protect our water supply from these freaking birds that are swooping down and giving us a hard time. They're all freaking out by the birds. Kill. List. F. G. H. I. J. We're just gonna hunt all these birds down. H. I. J. Boom. Go and kill all the giant Kia with your bow and arrows, which are gonna be required. You're gonna shoot all the birds out of the sky. Hopefully they'll get butchered. I mean, we'll have to wait until we kill them, but right now we're getting a lot of, like, canceling alerts. Frame rate's improved a little bit. Barely. Ah, tame. Yeah, there we go. So we'll unassign the giant hamster. Tame bush tit. We'll unassign that. Honey badger. Tame. Unassign that. Man, we need a war honey badger is what we need. Old Joe just wants to get a drink of water from the river or from the brook, and he can't. We are starting to brew a little bit more beer indoors, though, guys. You guys don't have to, like, stoop down to drinking water anymore. Like some sort of elf. Never did get the gander. Oh, it's turkey hen barrel, but it's a gander in a cage. Build this here. Expand gander. There it is. Build that one and let the bird out as well. Dun, dun, dun. Hopefully the military is actually still trying to kill things. Yep. We're going to try to purge the map from these things. The combat should be relatively safe. It'll actually give them a little bit more experience in combat too, which is nice.
I can't do it.
Check this gander. It's tame. So yeah, we'll unassign it from the cage. Good stuff. Badgers are pretty adorable. They are. Like, badgers would, like, crack open beehives and are immune to the sting. Oh, we got more migrants. Good, because we needed, you know, more stuff to kill our frame rate. Okay, we'll let them process and load onto the map, and then we'll check to see who they are. And, of course, name them. They might have brought animals with them as well, so we're going to have to make sure to pasture them once they're fully on here. See them arrive. Ooh, we've got a doctor, I think. Wound dresser and suturer. That would be very handy. So we have someone who can, like, diagnose a bit, but I don't think we've got anyone who can really actually deal with the injuries in a very competent way. How many of these, I don't think we've killed any of them yet. No. Well, we've taken some shots. We're not doing a very good job of actually killing the birds off.
Grab your dwarf, grab your gear. There's a party coming near.
Another party. Great. Hopeless Gaming, this child, is throwing a party. It's very annoying. Man, recruits are actually having a hard time getting their items. Because they keep getting interrupted on the way. By the very things that they're supposed to be killing. That's kind of a pain in the ass. Could speed things up if I turned off, like, temperature. Which is definitely an option. There's things when you set up the game. You can turn off temperature and weather, for example. And even cave-in checks. And it dramatically increases the speed of the game. We actually may do that, because we're below 20 FPS. And it's not just a visual thing, the game is actually processing more slowly. And we got a bird here, which is getting quite obliterated. It's been brought down to the ground, and now they're trying to finish it off. But they're just so incompetent that they're having a hard time killing the bird and finishing it. Come on, dwarves. Like, just do it! Okay, while they're dealing with that, go ahead and check out our new dwarves over here. We got 19 more dwarves. God, some of them have some skills though, so that's handy. Go and name them while the birds are being slaughtered. Got old toaster salesman. That's probably, or odd toaster salesman. Probably too long. I'm just gonna leave you as a odd toaster. The 16 character maximum. Tempestate. Or Tempe State. I don't know. Gorwang. Nidrog. It actually sounds like orc names. We've got Red RCL. Oh, Frodo, followed by a number. CMC 18 Pit. Here's a good one. Count Fistington. Joshua Harrington, which I think is too long. So it's just going to be a Joshua. Aranbor. Nikon DK, something. Oh, another long name here. We got Prince by Tor. Oh, no, that fits. That random gamer. There's lots of noise coming from the game. Bunjamate. Crowley Hammer. Junu. Couple more. Well, 3 more. Slossa. People are getting scared of things. Da Fuzzy one. It'll be good when we play Ewok Fortress. And Happy Bob. Well, welcome to the fortress. I hope you don't die horribly. Unless that's what you're hoping for. So, I think we've killed some of them. There's still a lot left to do. It's probably fine for me to tell people to come by and pick up all these spent arrows. Just unforbidding, basically, all the arrows that are lying around on the ground. We got some idlers, which is actually fine. I'm going to try not to overdo my job designations anymore, so that hopefully we can keep the farming going properly in the future. Like, we're still not, like, using the full farm plot here, which is really a shame, because food is not great. We've still got no drink going on. God. And these birds are still interrupting people. Now, we are killing some. Like, here's, you know, there's a corpse there. Here's another one. So hopefully you can make do with them. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to take a short break. I'm going to reload this without weather and without temperature, and I'm going to hope the game runs a lot faster. So please bear with me. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.